How do you ensure every car that comes into your studio gets the best service?
And I personally thought that if I get into this, I will be setting up something on a bigger scale in Hyderabad.
Initially, for sure, they denied, they said, no, why will you do business?
No money, no nothing. Detailing. What is detailing?
I think all of you are same. सब भाई भाई है यहाँ पे. And then why did you choose CarzSpa among your other options?
By seeing this quality of brochure,
Oh,
we will get to know the product quality also by that.
It was more about my dream business which I'm going to start, and it has to be in a long term basis.
You never pitched about what you do. You always said how you got into this business. And that is something that I liked.
hi everyone, welcome to another episode of our podcast. Today we are bringing to you a power-packed session with three of our top-performing franchisees from southern part of India. All three come from different perspectives, different backgrounds and different cities. I am Deepam Sama, Director of Strategy at CarzSpa, and I am really excited for today's podcast. We are going to talk a lot about their journey, about why they chose CarzSpa, about how they set up this studio, about their success, about certain things that they made mistakes. We'll also talk about their car experiences. This is going to be really insightful, and let's get started. Welcome everyone. Let me just introduce all three of you. We have with us Chirag Jakatdar from CarzSpa Banjara Hills in Hyderabad. Welcome Chirag. We have Shiva
Hi, Deepan.
from Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Chirag, by the way, is 1.5 years old, and Shiva is about to complete 2 years with the CarzSpa brand. And we have with us Nayan Gowda from CarzSpa Bangalore, Mysore Road. Nayan is almost 6 years or more than 6 years now into car detailing business, and one of the strongest pillars of this business for us, consistently ranking in top 3 among many metrics at CarzSpa.
Thank you, bhai.
Welcome everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for taking out time. First, I would like to start with a little bit of background, maybe with Chirag. I wanted to understand what was your background before CarzSpa, maybe how the interest in cars came up, where did you stay, where did you grow up, how was your childhood like, and what propelled you to enter this business?
So coming to how we basically got our interest in the automobile industry. So my dad is from the automobile background. He is an automobile engineer who has worked for almost 30 to 35 years of his life in this industry, majorly related to engines. So he was a part of TAFE, which is the amalgamations group based out of Chennai. And all our life we've been surrounded with engines, car accessories, car parts and all of that. I also had the intention of doing automobile engineering, and I ended up doing automobile engineering. Post that, I wanted to get into this particular industry, but at that point of time there were not many opportunities. And somehow I got into the industry, but a related industry to this. It was mainly into construction equipment manufacturing. Worked with some companies for about 10 years and then decided that I should become an entrepreneur. So I am a first gen entrepreneur in my family. With a lot of support from my family, I got into this. And why car detailing was the question at home, because this was a completely new thing even for my father at that point of time. He had heard about car accessories, he had heard about automobile showrooms, but never about car detailing. So, after giving him certain background about this particular industry and, doing my research about it, I thought this would be suitable and I got into it.
Coming back to what you said, your father was an automobile engineer.
Yeah.
Do you think being around automobile industry, having those dinner table conversations, propelled an interest in cars in you at a very early stage?
Yes, not just, I would say, an early stage, a very early stage of my life. So I still remember, my dad, he owned a rat bike. So rat bike as a concept in India did not exist. But then he had an imported rad bike. It was the Yamaha RZ50. RZ50, it's a 50cc inline 4-cylinder rad bike, which he had imported from Japan.
Oh.
And I remember, sitting on the tank and going on rides with my father on that particular bike. That was when my interest in automobile grew, and over a period of time, I got exposed to a lot of things that were happening in the automobile industry, and I stepped into it.
Wow. Right from your childhood, you had some inclination towards automobile.
Yes.
You mentioned also that you are a first generation entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Your father, rather nobody in your family had a business background. So how was the journey of convincing yourself and your family that, okay, I want to step out of the comforts of my job and enter into a business which A, you don't know about, B, it's business, so it involves a capital risk, it involves risk of losing steady income. So how was those conversations like?
The initial conversation that I had with my father was, not, I would say, very fruitful, because he was obviously scared that, I am getting into a business which I am not very aware of, which he is not very aware of, and the industry was new at that point of time. COVID also changed a lot of things for a lot of people. The industry was not doing that well post-COVID. And it was, according to him, a risk for me to get into entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
But I was somehow convinced that I can get into this particular industry because you have to be passionate about it. You have to be passionate about cars, or you have to be passionate about the industry in general. And I was. And somehow that passion, which I had, helped my dad understand that he is probably going on the right track and he needs a little push.
Okay.
And that certain push I got from him towards the later stages when we started building our studio.
Okay.
He started visiting the studio more often, and a lot of workers working over there. He guided them on how how the studio setup should come up, and we just started.
We just started then. So, before you decided to launch your studio, rather after you decided that I am going to do this business, you got support post that, not even before that.
Correct.
So, it was a very gutsy decision to go against what your family is recommending to you. How did you get those guts? What propelled you to say, okay, I know there are restrictions or suggestions from my father that this is risky, but still I want to do it. How did that jazba or that guts come?
So now I would connect this to my professional experience that I had before this. So I was working with companies that had a very little market share, okay, in their particular territory or in their particular areas.
Okay.
And as someone who was always into sales, my responsibility was to bring that market share up. So I was always among the companies who were ranked number 3 or number 4. And I always took it up as a challenge that I, should bring them up. And I managed to do that in a lot of jobs that I did at that point of time. And I wanted to do something which is not very common. Detailing as an industry was not very common even in Hyderabad at that point of time. There were very few detailing studios. And I personally thought that if I get into this, I will be, tomorrow if someone talks about detailing, then for them detailing should be Chirag in Hyderabad. I wanted that kind of an aura to get created in Hyderabad, and that is the reason, I somehow, convinced them that if there is something that I should be doing, I should be aiming at, setting up something on a bigger scale in Hyderabad. Okay, something which is well established, like for example, if there is a spare parts or there is a service center, if there is someone else opening a service center, then that is something that is very common that happens. But to start off with a brand which was not, to be very honest, not very, existent in Hyderabad, I wanted to take it up as a challenge. I took it up as a challenge and I got into it.
Wow. So how is the challenge going so far?
Really good. So far, so good. Initial few months for any entrepreneur are really tough, but then we got out of that phase, and now I would say we are doing very decent in that particular
I think you're
area.
doing quite well. I have an idea about the entire country per se.
Yes.
I can say that you are doing pretty good.
Thank you.
Good, yeah. I got a lot of understanding which I previously did not know about you, Chirag.
Yes.
Good to know. Shiva, the same question to you. how come, what was your family background, what was your personal background, how was it growing up in Visakhapatnam, how did this passion for cars or how did this industry started brimming in your head?
Like my father wasn't like a government employee. Like we used to live in Odisha previously due to his job. So I had that interest, and gradually like I had a zeal of doing a business. Like I'm not sure like which kind of business or what business, but I had an interest on business initially. Then after
How
getting
did,
into
just to, sorry, but how did that interest of business come considering your father was from a public
because
sector?
my relatives who were already into business and they were well established as well,
Okay.
so I thought of like doing a 9 to 5 job wouldn't work for me because whatever the passion or whatever the interest or luxury I wanted to get it, so that can only accommodate the business. So that kind of thinking I had from an early stage. So after completion of my BTech, my father forced me to get a job, even my parents. So I was working as a software. Um, Work was good. Like I had a lot of time. Like I used to like travel a lot. I used to
Okay.
work only like 3 to 4 hours a day in a
Oh,
software job. But once I decided to get into business, as of now I'm working like around 12 to 14 hours a day
So from 9
approximately.
to 5, it went to 9 to 9.
9 to 9 or 9 to 10 I'm working right now. But whatever the interest or the passion I'm having right now, it is not making me like feel like uncomfortable. Like I'm getting very easy. Like I'm used to it now. So
you're enjoying this.
enjoying, also I'm enjoying it a lot. And the business initially, like when we thought of like doing a business, it was very tough for me because I left my job and I was having my some limited financial things that has to meet. Then when I thought of business, then the place, the whatever the location I need to choose or whatever, it took around 2 months of time. Then getting a place in Vizag was easy, but at a costing at a rent of approximately 1 lakh, it was much more at that time. Like the area whatever like we had
Selected.
selected it, so that was more than we had to finalize one place according to the like whatever the CarzSpa has recommended, like this is the minimum place of 1500 to 2000. So we had finalized 2000 SFT place in which we had a car wash as well, and that was a good road which had a road connectivity to the beach road and the main highway center. So at that point in time we had a um, initial stages were like not so expected. So it's a starting stage. So the troubles or whatever the challenges we faced, and gradually we are doing good now. And initially I still remember one point in time, like we received one PPF, one Harrier PPF, that was for like after a month. In the starting month we did only ceramics. So after 1 month, second month we received one PPF. I called at home, I told everyone we got PPF, we got PPF. We got PPF.
First PPF after a month. When did
So
you get
we
your
had
first
to, for
The
that
first day
convincing,
opening? First day. Oh,
for, so for that conversion also we had to like convince a customer a lot. I need to explain a lot. Now it is not taking that time. So we
Industry has evolved.
generally people used to come, they used to watch see the showroom, they used to ask, okay, is this a second hand showroom, what is detailing, what is PPF, what is ceramic? They don't know at all because it's a tied to city.
Yeah.
That's a developing city now, and we have lots of like developing projects as well. In like we had a Google AI data hub which is coming in Visakhapatnam. So we are going to see like a much more development in Vizag. So as of now, people are aware of like what is ceramic, what is PPF. Now they are aware of the brand also, like CarzSpa. Okay, it's a franchise. Like we have almost like 125 plus studios in India. So they are coming, they are just getting to know. We are having a demos also, so we are showing the demo, and the conversion rate is easy now. So they are not, now it's not about like understanding or explaining the customer what is PPF of a ceramic. It's about now like which variant to go, like a 5-year warranty PPF or 7-year warranty. Though ease of doing business is much better now, and we are doing good as
Because
well.
you spent a couple of years developing the market,
Yes,
so
yes.
you have to give yourself credit for that also. You talked about a lot of stuff from your childhood to now, 2 years into this business. But I want to bring you back to what you mentioned, that your father was into government job and you could see other people in your family, in your cousins maybe, doing business, and you were always attracted to it. How was the conversation with your family like when you said that I want to quit my job and do a business. Just like he mentioned, it was a little difficult for him. How was your experience to deal with your family?
Initially, for sure, like they denied, like they said, no, why will you do business? You have a good job, you have a good package, you are doing good, why you quit job? So I said, no, that's not like, I'm not getting a satisfaction. There, what is something that in the end of a day, whenever we sleep, we we get a good sleep when you're satisfied with the work, what I have done so far, what you have spent so far. If you like it, like if you're passionate enough to do something. So as I was already interested into business, and cars was a plus to it. So I thought of like inquiring all the franchises, like which one would be the better. So when I inquired CarzSpa, I got like some details, and I got, when I spoke to the sir, Anku sir, first time. So and also some of the team on the CarzSpa head office, I got to know all the details of CarzSpa. They were not selling it. So this is this, this is this, this is this, and remaining whatever I have inquired so far, that was not so clear and transparent. So this was much more into like a genuine side. So I felt good, and I spoke to my wife. She said like, okay, if you're like, this is your dream business, then you can do it. Then with her support only, I have come so far. She has supported me a lot, and also my father, they have given a push to me so that it would be whatever.
Initially, the first few conversations were tough.
Yeah,
To
few
convince the
conversations.
family, but once you had taken the decision, the family was very
Yeah,
supportive.
they were like, they thought like I was just joking, like I'll quit my job. Then when I was resigned, it was like around 2 to 3 months. 3 months notice period, I was just searching for the place only.
Okay.
So I was carrying a laptop in my car. I was going all over the Vizag, like which location would be good. I was going with my friends, was searching for the location, right location.
As you mentioned that Visakhapatnam is a tier 2 city.
Yeah.
Did you never think that to do business maybe in a tier 1 city, or you were convinced that Visakhapatnam has enough potential to
That has enough potential, but it all depends on which brand, which product you are bringing to the market. So that we have very good customers in Visakhapatnam. So they have a very like, people are not getting to know like what it is exactly. If they know that this is important for my car, they will only come to us. Now the like, we have that ease of business only because people are aware of it. We are not convincing customer, or we are not like understanding the customer like why it is important. They are knowing by themselves only.
Fair, I think. Good to know so much about your background and how you came into car detailing. I think a very similar story for a lot of, for both of you.
Absolutely, yes.
I can see some similarities. Is Nayan's story different? We'll find out. So,
Hello.
Nayan, a little bit about you, your background, how you grew up.
When
Bangalore,
coming to car detailing industry, like I was very fond of cars since my childhood.
Okay.
When I was like around 8 years of age, I started driving car by putting a pillow just below it to see. I used to drive cars, and but my family people, nobody were entrepreneurs.
Okay.
I am the first one to.
You are also the first one.
Yes, yes, yes.
So all three of you
all
are the
three
first.
of us
All three of
Wow.
us in the same
I did
time.
not know that.
And moreover, my dad is a doctor, and all the other family members are doctors.
Okay.
Everyone are pushing me to do MBBS at the end.
Okay.
Like finally, somehow I jumped into BE mechanical. Somehow I jumped. I tried a lot. Then the engineering journey was good. Everything was done. Later, I joined Nandi Toyota, the showroom,
Okay.
as a service advisor. That changed a lot.
Okay.
And my parents were like, he will not work, let him work for few days. I completed around 4.5 years successfully working for Lexus also. In Bangalore, we started Lexus. I was the service advisor for almost 2 years.
Okay.
At that time, we just started. Then later on, I just wanted to see outside world. I just wanted to do some business on my own. I have to see what is going on outside the 9 to 5 hours, what you said, in the same way. Later,
Why business? So you were doing 4 years into your job. Why did the thought of business come at all?
Working for 9 to 5, and also I need some space, the real space. Like, whenever I want to work, yeah, we have to work. But whenever I have to be free, yeah, we have to be free and have to meet people. I am very fond of joining people, meeting people everywhere. That's how I just turned into and started searching. I took leave for around 2-3 months
Oh.
They will not give, but somehow I managed to take. I just stopped working, started searching what to do. I don't know.
Okay.
Later on, what happened? Like detailing, I was like in the showroom. There will be some detailing work. I want to see all the brand cars in at one place, which is good. At that time, detailing was like evolving
Yeah.
around 6-7 years back.
Correct.
Later, what happened? Like I just got into detailing. We'll do detailing. That is better. I can start detailing. At that time, only normal PPF was not that much. Okay, it was growing. Ceramic coating was little bit okayish.
Yeah.
Starting, then I just started searching all over Bangalore. Then I got a very big place.
Yeah. How big is this place? So by the way,
This is
we are shooting at Nayan's location. So this podcast is happening at Mysore Road, CarzSpa.
Bangalore.
So how big is this location?
This is like almost 1 acre of land,
1 acre. Wow.
and detailing studio is like 5,000 square foot. The whole
And
setup.
6
is-
years back, having a 5,000 square feet location,
But
would maybe you would have been in 1% of the car detailing.
and in my family, what happened is like they don't know anything about this business. No automobile at all.
Okay.
No automobile at all. Just they wanted let him do whatever he wants. Okay, we just came. There was a old building and it was like very bad condition building. We had to restore. My mom she helped me a lot. She was here. We just demolished many things, constructed this, and later my parents came. They were like after all this construction also they don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Detailing they don't know at all.
Ah.
We just have to start. Okay, started. Puja is done. After 15 days, we started one walking custom. I did not start initially. Once puja is done, I started polishing the car.
Okay.
Our cars itself, we started polishing on my own. Day and night, I used to be here. In that way, I just came up. My parents pushed me, or take a car. Like you start the work, you start. Then one car came, ceramic coating. Till that, after 6 years also, one PPF, first PPF and ceramic coating, they are our customers till date.
Wow.
After 6 years also.
They are still your customers.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
They are referring every 2 months once, one or the
Okay.
other customer will be referred by them, the first customers. Only thing what I observed is like, customer satisfaction is much needed in this business.
Yeah. Good to know so many similarities between all three of you. I did not know that your background is so similar in terms of no business background in
Background.
family, little bit of convincing, and then getting into the business. So while we have gotten to know this, I wanted to know a little bit more about how did you come across CarzSpa when you had when you were convinced that okay, car detailing is something that I want to pursue as a business opportunity. How did you come across CarzSpa first of all, and then why did you choose CarzSpa among your other options like some other franchisee options or even maybe thinking of going independent? So anybody who can share this with me?
I'd like to start with. Initially, the idea was to start independent
Okay.
because we were not very much sure if franchisee would be the right way to enter into this business. But as and how we started, finding out about products that are there in the market, there are a plethora of products that are there, and there was always this confusion which product will work and how. Okay. So instead of focusing on the product part of it, we decided to focus on the business part of it. And that is how we came to a conclusion that we'll tie up with a franchisee, and products anyway we'll be getting from the franchisee, and we'll focus on the business part. Now, how we got to know about CarzSpa? So my partner, there was an event that was being held in Hyderabad at that very moment. It was, an event for all the detailing studios or all the detailing franchisees that are there in the country. It was like a expo, and my partner, the next day, he had visited that particular expo with the intention of, finding out what is there in this industry. And he came across CarzSpa, and he wanted me to interact with CarzSpa. Immediately, probably I think 3 or 4 days later, we got into a conversation, and how we decided that we should, move ahead with CarzSpa was that I think in that particular discussion, it was you and Ankur sir, like how even he had mentioned, you never pitched about what you do. You always said how you got into this business, and that is something that I liked. Ankur sir is very passionate about detailing as an industry, and he told us how he got into the industry and how he is considered to be the father of detailing in India. You Google and you find him there. And we wanted we wanted to have that backing of a brand or a person who is actually very passionate about it and who has done it out of passion. Some of the brands, I would not name them, got into this particular business because it was evolving. Some got into it because they were passionate about it. And CarzSpa turned out to be that brand, and we associated with them.
Passion, your passion, you could see
Yeah,
reflected
exactly. I
in-
could see that reflection.
in
Yes.
CarzSpa as a brand as well as
Yes,
from the head
absolutely.
office side also.
Yes.
Lovely. What about you, Shiva? How did you come?
Like I said earlier, I've inquired a couple of franchises. So out of which one of was CarzSpa. Then after the the explanation or the details or the products, whatever I was get to known by CarzSpa, that was more like transparent, genuine. When I compared with the other franchises. So other franchises were like, okay, you invest this much, you'll be getting this much, and when are you starting? Like they were like keep on like following up with us like every 1 week or 2 weeks. But for CarzSpa, like I was only following up. So that was like interesting, and also it was like whatever I felt it was genuine, like the franchise and I know about like Ankur sir. I got to know about by some other people also.
Okay.
So through that I got the trust, and I like started with CarzSpa.
So for you also, numbers, the people who are just talking about numbers, itna kama loge, this is the business potential, was maybe secondary.
That secondary,
First
yeah.
thing was the transparency
Because
that the
it
brand
was
showed.
more about like my dream business which I'm going to start, and it has to be like in a long term basis, not for the short term like of 2 years or 5 years. I want to associate with for a long term, and if goes well, then I can open one more studio. So that was my intention from initial days.
Got it. Wow. Good to know. Good to know that our values are being such kindly appreciated. Nayan, your story is
Yes.
different, I know.
When it comes to me, I just took leave on the working part. I started searching all the detailing studios, just going in front of it, standing for some time, like how the inflow is there, all those things. But I was impressed by one studio in Chandra Layout.
Yeah.
That impressed me a lot. Those days, like detailing and seeing premium cars is like very less. At those days, like they used to park all the premium cars there, and I met the owner. He just said like, you can just talk to the franchisee head. That was Ankur sir. I just tried connecting him. He only gave the number. I just called him, Ankur sir. We met at one hotel. We just met. We just had a very good discussion. Normal. He was like, as you said, no money, no nothing. Detailing. What is detailing? He said he was the International Detailing Association president and all those things. At those days, hearing that he has traveled all over world. South Africa also he had somewhere.
Lot of
Lot
he has
of detailing,
traveled
yes.
a lot
I mean,
of
like,
places. South Korea he has traveled a lot.
They were having a detailing studio before, so like at that time. Then later on, what happened? Like by seeing this quality of brochures,
Oh.
there like the brochures were like, very clean, very decent. We will get to know the product quality also by that, because like first meet only we can't judge.
Yeah.
Then Ankur sir like explained everything. Then later on, just after 1 month after his meeting, I just got this location. This location, I just called Ankur sir again. He just flew there from there. Like he just saw the place. He was like, okay, this is a big studio. You can do it. Then in that way, I got the detailing opportunity to do.
Okay. Similar, I think, very similar to what everybody has. I think all of you are quite same. सब भाई भाई है यहाँ पे. But
Different
anyways,
location, same thoughts.
Huh?
Same thoughts,
Same
different
thought
locations.
process.
similar
different
thought
location.
process, yeah. And I think that is what is showing the strength or the culture of the organization, because a lot of people have a similar thought process in the entire 130 odd people that, or maybe more now. So a lot of people have very similar thoughts. So I understand why you chose CarzSpa. You understood the transparency, but there would have been some doubts also, right? It couldn't have been that you were 100% convinced before opening. So, what were the few doubts that you quietly had before the business was actually operational?
I had um, like regarding the finances, like I'm investing this much, will I be able to recover or not?
Yeah.
So what will be the ROI? Everything I had out, but gradually, like once I'm getting into this, we had a training in Surat. Like me and my wife traveled to Surat for the training purpose. So once the training completely is done, in the end, like we spoke to Nikhil for 1 hour, I guess. Then I got to know, okay, this is the thing, this is the thing, this is the thing, because in the end, like while construction, like we were about to open the studio in next 5 or 6 days. We were in Surat.
Yeah.
So after that, we were into back to Vizag, and we have opened the studio. So by the time we opened the studio, we got to know, okay, this is the thing. So we have to work hard. We have to do good marketing and all. Then we can achieve the like whatever the ROI in couple of years, or depends according to the cities and the margins of whatever we have.
So how was your training experience in Surat?
Training was good, pretty good, because there only like that training was so good. I can tell you one thing. Um, Once we had like 3 to 4 cars in one day, in the third or fourth month, and all of a sudden one staff went to his hometown and one of the staff went to some marriage, and there were no staff at all. So another two staff, they worked for a half day and they left over. And next day we had a delivery, 1 mg hectare, we had a graphene coating. So polishing and everything was done, only graphene coating was pending. Another car we had to do a sanding, it was an old car. So in one bay, PPF bay, my wife Yoshida did graphene coating for the complete car, she alone.
Oh wow.
And another car I was doing a sanding. So that's because we know the work, we were able to manage the show, or able to manage the business, or else that is only due to the training part only, because we had known like what is detailing, how can we do the graphene coating, how it has to be done. So knowing the thing, what is very important in detailing.
Does it help you in sales conversations also?
Yeah, 100%.
Being a genuine expert from a product side, from a process side,
Yeah.
that helps you in daily operations, daily conversions.
Yeah, daily conversions, that helps a lot, because whenever a customer comes and walks in, we need to explain him what we do actually.
Yeah.
And I have made a video in the YouTube also, like what is ceramic coating, what is the process of ceramic coating, how ceramic coating has to be done. So that's a 44 minutes lengthy video. We took a old car, and it took around 3 to 4 days, which have worked so far, like whatever the detailing part, everything, we have showed everything, like detailing, like deep cleaning, headlights restoration, windshield anti-glare treatment, glasses watermarks removal, everything. So I have made that video, and now whoever the customer comes, I give a like 2 to 3 lines details, and I say, sir, if you have a free time, just kindly watch this video, so that you will be getting to know exactly what it is. In the same thing I have done for the PPF as well. So that comes when the confidence comes, when you know everything.
Correct. So that video, does that help you?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. A 44-minute video also.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So basically what I understood is, when you are transparent about your process, just like what you enjoyed dealing with the brand, you enjoyed the transparency with which the brand communicated with you. When you show the same transparency to your
Customers
own
as well.
customers, they also appreciate the same.
Yes.
So the value is transparency, that I think is impacting business very well, at least within our network.
100%.
Chirag, what doubts did you have before starting? Even after maybe choosing CarzSpa, still there must be a couple of doubts.
Yes, so like I had mentioned, the idea initially was to be an independent standalone studio. And there were a lot of brands that I had researched. So these brands are very popular. And all these brands have their own limitations, and at the same time, they have their own expectations from customers that are there in the market. So when you talk about putting up a car detailing studio through a franchisee, then you have to firstly tell the customer what kind of products you're using. Okay, those brands that I was doing my research about were more of a pull kind.
Okay.
Initially we had to push these particular products that we have in the market, but as he had mentioned, when you show that kind of transparency with the customer, you tell them why our brand is better, or is at par with all the other international brands that are there in the market, customer understands. And over a period of time, we were able to build that trust in the market, that confidence in the market.
So your biggest, what I could gather is your biggest doubt or other reservation was that the brand CarzSpa is still not yet that well known in your market.
Exactly.
And you may face some competition from more established brands which may be
True.
there in Hyderabad at that
Yes,
point.
yes, yes,
Now after almost 1.5 years now,
yes.
can you say that you have bridged the gap or sort of made it negligible?
Yes, we have managed to bridge the gap. There is a lot of more working that needs to be done towards it. And I'm confident that we will be doing, considering the kind of products that we have. Like I had mentioned, we have an entire range of products that are there to offer. If the customer wants that kind of transparency from us, and if he is willing to get those products done on his car, then definitely we have everything to offer.
Yeah.
And we are able to do it now.
Then your
And also,
Yes.
I'd like to add to this: how is how is our pitch, or how is our conversation different when it comes to talking about our product with the customer? We talk from the point of being an expert,
yeah.
not from the point of selling to the customer. I actually got a feedback from a customer after the work was completed that I tried contacting a lot of detailing studios that are there in Hyderabad. They told me this is the brand, this is the warranty, this is the price. And that was the end of the discussion. When I told them that my budget is this much, they said, okay, if your budget is that much, we'll do it for you at that particular price. But there was nobody who told us why they charge this much, or what product is getting installed on the car, what happens before the installation happens. All of that explanation did not come from anybody. It only came from you. And though you're premium when compared to them, I decided to go with you because I got that confidence after having a discussion with you.
People trust experts.
Correct.
You could exhibit to him
Correct.
that you are a true expert of this field, and he was ready to pay more than what other people were charging.
Absolutely.
Do you think that there is a significant role or rather a role that the brand has played in this journey of helping you become an expert through the training programs, through the multiple things that the brand keeps doing? How has that helped you in evolving yourself as an expert in car detailing?
I would say there are a lot of training sessions that are being organized by the brand for us to understand the product that we have, and at the same time, from the perspective of having a discussion with the customer, there is a lot that we get to know from the brand also. I'll give you a small example. The last discussion I had with Ankur sir, when I told him that there was this certain challenge that I was facing over there when it came to certain premium products that we have. So he told me, Chirag, it is very easy. Aap customer ko batao that more than the product, it is about where you get it done. It is very similar to getting a haircut done. And I used that in my video which I have put on social media. So he told me, aap chahte ho, if you want, you can go and get a haircut done at a local salon, and you also have the option of getting it done at a good reputed salon. Now you would prefer a reputed salon if you want a proper haircut. If you just want to get a haircut done, you'll go there and get it done at the local one. So that is the difference between us and the others that are there in the market. And you have to make your customer understand that. And that is how we are doing it now. My entire pitch changed after that, and I'm seeing a lot of conversion also happening.
Small inputs from
Small inputs,
people
definitely.
helps everybody grow. So
Absolutely.
that is the strength of our network basically.
Absolutely.
And regular training sessions or regular just tidbits here and there can also help grow the business.
Definitely.
Coming to Nayan. Nayan, what were the silent thoughts that you were having, silent doubts?
When it
that
comes
you were
to
having?
me, will the detailing business will improve in India or in Bangalore? Will it grow? Will the people will be concentrating on their cars so much? I had these doubts, and everybody asked me that. Those days, like, just car wash is the best thing to do.
Correct.
I wanted to educate these people first, surrounding me. I tried educating. Detailing will improve. Anyhow, transportation is much needed in anywhere in the world.
Correct.
That's why 100% cars will be improved. We have to do detailing for that. End of the day, now though people are getting to know.
Yeah.
At that time, like very less people were knowing all this detailing
What was
things.
the highest sold service 6 years back?
Sold service.
Yeah. Which service did you do the most 6 years
I
back?
used to do ceramic coatings and detailings, mainly detailings.
And now
Now the PPFs.
PPF, did
100%.
PPF exist or
No,
nothing, right? So industry has changed a lot.
Almost like 2 crores and above cars, they used to do PPF at that time.
that
2
time.
and 3 crores and above. Or all Rolls Royce, only those people, very rare. After the COVID then happened, the next thing, almost like 50 lakhs and above cars, they have started getting it done. Now though, all cars, even I'm doing Comet, even I'm doing i10, i20 Grand, all these cars, and even premium cars, every car is getting detailed or PPF'd, every car. So
Right.
it has grown a
How
lot.
many-
It's basically how much that person loves his car.
Yes, yes.
That love for cars has definitely gone up.
Gone up.
Yeah.
100% now though, everybody is like taking care. They used to wash.
Yeah.
Those days they used to wash the car. But now though, they don't have time also. People have
Yeah.
but
And at the
yeah.
same time, they don't want to get it washed by their watchman or
Watchman,
anybody
right,
at
right,
home.
right.
They want to get it washed at
Washed in a detailing
premium
studio,
detailing
premium.
studio.
Correct. So how many PPFs did you apply 6 years back in a month?
Oh, once in 6 months starting.
Once in 6 months.
One in 6 months. After the, I just faced the COVID problems also. Just I opened, COVID started 2-3 months done. Later on, after 1 year of my journey, it started like one in a month.
One a month.
One in a month.
And now what is the number? in a
30
month?
in a month or 35 average.
So from 1 to 35.
The 1 to 35.
Can you
is
now
kind of
safely say that yes, industry has grown a lot? The
still,
doubts-
still more to grow.
Still more to grow.
You, by your guidance and Ankul's guidance, even the products have been very much improved. Those days, the product, only one product was
Yeah.
there. The thickness was high and the cost of the procuring the material is also high.
was also high.
Now, though, quality is more and cost is less.
Correct.
Anyhow, people are like going for it. Every single car are there also.
Do you think this industry of PPF is going to grow more?
Yes, 100%. 100%. 100%. Every single car they will get to do a PPF then.
Right now, I don't know if you guys are aware of the numbers, but as per my research, out of 100 cars, only 3 cars in India get a PPF done.
Getting
And
PPF.
Get a PPF done. And to compare it with some other markets, like say China, the number would be around 30. In US, it would be around 25. In Dubai and these markets, it should be about 40 or 50 even. That is the number of cars, that is the percentage of penetration. So India is a long way behind, and this is bound to grow. Yes, I am not saying that India may catch them because they are much more developed.
We have
But
to
we are
educate.
certainly going to reach around 10 to 15% in the next few years. So the industries are actually going to increase by 4 or 5x more. Just in the next 4 or 5 years is what our estimate is. This is why we are also investing so heavily and why we are so bullish on this market in the future. So
People should get to know what is PPF. Now people are getting to know, but it has to increase.
how have we
Educate.
as a brand, or rather you guys, educated your customers about PPF? How have you guys taken that up?
So, our initial discussion with any customer starts with educating the customer about PPF. Even now, though we say that the industry is growing, the customer expects an understanding from us on what PPF is. He must have done his own research, but then PPF at CarzSpa is what they expect us to begin with. So that we are doing it initially in all our discussions with the customer, and I'm confident that over the next 5 years, you had just mentioned that we are currently at 3%, but from 0 to 3, I think it must have happened really fast, because pre-COVID, I don't think PPF existed. Post-COVID, if we are talking about 6 years, in 6 years, we've gone from 0 to 3, which is very good, and it is only going to double and triple in the
This
near
is
future.
going to increase for sure. But I understand your point that yes, people are aware about PPF as a product now, but then there are still questions about what PPF we offer, what are the difference between our offerings and maybe a PPF outside. So my question is, are all PPFs the same? Is there a difference in quality of PPF existing, or a 30,000 product and a 1 lakh product is more or less the same, just given a different branding? Is that the case? Do you guys feel
No,
that way?
no, not at all.
What is the difference between a cheap PPF, say every market has a 30,000 PPF, and a premium PPF which is of high quality? What is the real difference?
Main thing is like glue. The glue matters a lot because like paint should not be, like damaged when you are removing the PPF. Later, after few years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, also nothing should happen to the paint, original OE paint. When coming to touchability also, that matters a lot. What the costly branded things are, it has to be like the quality should be good. In our PPFs, like what we do is like the self-healing layer matters a lot. Self-healing layer also helps a lot with healing.
Yeah.
So I have an experience to share again. So there are a lot of detailing studios in Hyderabad, and they do offer PPFs. It could be the ones that come at a lower cost, the ones that come at a higher cost. But the difference is seen probably after 6 or 7 months of application, when the PPF starts to fade, and when you try to remove the PPF, it doesn't stretch, it tears. It comes out in pieces. So that is the difference that you see in the PPFs that come at a lower cost and the PPFs that are at a premium. Also from I would say the glossy part of the PPF. Our PPFs, I can hands down say, are highly glossy in nature. We have seen it right from the basic PPF that we offer to the luxury PPF that is there to offer. Just recently we did a Mahindra XUV 7XO, and I have made a video also on that, where there is, after the PPF application is done, you are able to see glitter. You are able to see gold glitter when you are seeing on the paint. Now, a lot of customers, come and tell me that we want to see that glitter on our car also. And I tell them that glitter is not on the PPF. That glitter is there on your car. The only reason you are able to see it is because of the optical clarity of this premium PPF. And this high optical clarity is only possible if you invest.
Correct.
You invest, you see the output.
Cheap PPFs basically don't have that gloss. Also, there is a risk associated of either paint coming off or the PPF coming in pieces and destroying. Shiva, have you ever experienced a car which has a bad PPF that you had to remove?
Yeah. We already worked so far like around 6 to 7 cars. So where they have got some PPF, it was said for like 5 years warranty PPF. It was not like around 2 to 3 years completed. The car paint was like, the PPF was very dull, and the PPF was also peeling off. It had cracks in the PPF. So we took around 2 days for each panel for removing it. One challenge is for removing the PPF. Another challenge is remove the glue on the PPF, whatever from the painted surface, whatever the glue is left over. So whatever you try, it will take a lot of time. So the guys, like, they were dedicatedly working for around 10 days, and after that we removed again glue for 5 days. Then again we did a ceramic coating. After this instance, how much ever you convince a customer with a good quality product, also customer will not convince for PPF again, because he will not trust you again. So due to this kind of PPF, the market is also going like down a bit. So whenever we are doing, or customer is investing, we have to give a good or a quality one, so that he will be happy. Also the car's paint would be good. Also we had some couple of paint damages on the fiber parts as well. So we had to again repaint it.
It's very difficult.
So we did around like 5 to 6 cars so far in this 2 years. Now whoever calls, like they inquire all the studios, like, will you remove PPF, will you remove PPF? No one is ready to take it. So they again come to us only for removal of PPF. We charge around 10 to 15,000 approximately, depends on the car size and the glue condition. Then we remove it, then we give the timelines. If paint damages, it's not our issue. If there is glue on the paint surface, it will take obviously a lot of time. Then we do a ceramic or paint surface refinement and we hand over to the customer. So that's a hectic job.
Correct. And it is bad for the car. So the product which is meant to protect the paint actually is harming the paint.
Harming the paint.
So I think those cheap PPFs is something that, yes, I agree with you partly that it has resulted in a slight hindrance or disturbance to the PPF market.
Yes, yes.
But what I've seen over the last few years is that there was a product called TPH. You guys remember?
Yes.
Yes,
TPH was highly in demand at that point of time. That okay, there is a cheaper product. And now, do you guys see TPH anywhere?
No.
No.
There is no TPH
No
existing in
TPH.
the market. So people have actually understood that cheap PPFs or bad quality materials are actually going to do harm to the product, to the car. And yes, as industry has actually evolved. So in the future, you will see less and less cars with bad quality products and more cars coming to standardized outlets, branded outlets for premium jobs. That is where the market is headed towards. That is what I think, that is why we are lucky that we are in that zone already.
Absolutely.
Another question related to PPF that comes to my mind is, so yes, removal of PPF is difficult if there is a cheap PPF being applied. Even if you have applied a good PPF, good premium PPF, is maintenance important?
Yes.
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 it is.
What do you mean by maintenance? What do you need to do, and why is maintenance important of a PPF?
Because whenever the car is protected with PPF, so it exposes to the environment, environmental damages like pollution, dust, traffic pollution, whatever the industrial pollution, bird droppings, tree saps. So people like customer tends to forget also sometimes to clean it, or they leave some watermarks whenever car is washed. So being a place at Vizag, we live in a coastal area where we have a lot of hard watermarks.
Okay.
So that has to be removed. Like every periodic maintenance, at least for a 6 months or 1 year, the car has to be get maintained so that the PPF would be maintained for a longer period of time. So that's what
I would say from maintenance point of view, if you wash the car properly after PPF application is done, it is maintained. Because there is a lot of, myth also spread in the market. There is a myth spread in the market that every 3 months or every 6 months, you need to bring the car, to the detailing studio, and then we do a maintenance which will ensure that the PPF continues to shine for the next 5 years. I would say even if that washing to a great extent is done at home, and if you bring the car once in 6 months for us to check all the corners and to check if there is any decontamination that has happened on the PPF, that should be enough.
What about yellowing of the PPF? That is also a huge question around, will my PPF turn yellow? How do you prevent the PPF from turning yellow, or rather does a premium PPF turn yellow at all?
As I have seen most of the detailing workers, we are not ready to do it on a white car. But no, 100% no problem at all. Aram se we can apply our PPF on a white car. Because it turns yellow, but it has been reduced a lot, which is not seen through naked eyes.
Correct.
What I have experienced till date, no problem at all. It's safe.
Yes. Do you apply marble ceramic?
Yes.
Sometimes I do, but
We do it
without
as a
that
part of
also, without that
maintenance.
also, that is like good.
We do it as a part of maintenance if the car comes to us after
later
6 months.
after 6 months or 1 year,
Yeah.
we can do.
But there is also a reason why it becomes yellow. Firstly, we need to understand what white is the car. So there are different types of whites that are there. There is pearl white, there is polar white. So pearl white is basically the paint which has a little bit of glitter in it. It is already a little, faded, or you can say not exactly like, pure white in nature. So if you apply a PPF on that, it will look exactly the same. But if you're going for a polar white color car, and if you apply PPF, one shade, I would personally say this, one shade kam hota hai. I'm saying the glossiness of the car. Now whether it becomes yellow or not over a period of time, that completely depends on, again, like I said, washing the car. If you are washing the car every day, if you are seeing to it that there is no decontamination happening on top of the PPF, then the yellowing will not happen. The PPF is not becoming yellow in general. It is because of the decontaminant that is there on top of it, which is making it look yellow.
Correct. The pollution
The
problem.
pollution.
And we can remove the pollution by using carbon remover shampoos.
Yes.
So actually, if the detailer knows how to actually guide
Maintain
the car
it.
owner, they can actually maintain their car at home with 6 or 12 month regular checkups.
Yeah.
I think a PPF can perform.
Microfiber cloth should be taken care.
Yeah.
Microfiber cloths.
Microfiber cloth and PPF shampoo.
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 Correct. So yes, there are a lot of myths and misconceptions in the market. I also wanted to know about one important aspect of PPF. Product must be good, that is for sure. How important out of the entire journey or entire package is the application part? What
Application,
percentage of importance will you give to application for the entire PPF as a service to the customer?
I would
50%.
say 60 application, 40 PPF.
Okay,
50-50.
50-50. Quite important.
60-40.
60-40.
60-40.
Yes.
Application
is
matters a lot.
a lot.
A lot.
Now how
Now we have to tuck in the PPF.
exactly? Tuck in
That
is
tuck
really
in
important.
is like very tough part, and we have to remove parts, few parts. That is also going good now. We have to do, or else like there will be a mark, dust accumulation all over the car. That looks bad.
Correct.
But application matters a lot in PPF.
And for a good application, you need a
Good applicator,
good
a trained
applicator and a
applicator.
good environment.
Good environment.
So
Absolutely.
those
Dust-free
roadside
zone.
PPFs for 30,000 actually use bad products and also a bad application
application,
method.
bad place.
So that is not really helping the car really well. So yes, I also agree with you guys. I think application is super important, right?
Yes.
Can you guide me on what is the right application? Like what needs to be done to say that okay, this is the rightly applied PPF?
It has to be a dust-free zone first of all, and whoever the applicators are, they will be only allowed for the application purpose only, so that no customer gets into the space for watching the car or anything kind of. And it has to be like properly tuck in properly, so that it will not peel off immediately or afterwards. So that's the main thing, I guess.
But before the PPF application is done, the most important part is detailing. If detailing is done properly, if it is ensured that the car is shining like a brand new car, and after that the PPF is applied, that means the first step of application is done. So application before the PPF would be you clay the car properly. Claying is a very important factor. Then you do your sanding, compounding, polishing, all the 4 steps of paint correction. If there are a lot of swirl marks or minor scratches that are there on the car, you need to ensure that the car is shining brand new. And then after that, if the PPF application is done with corners being tucked in properly, all the corners. Now there are certain people who say corners can be tucked in only where there is a place to tuck in. No, it can be tucked in everywhere. There is a method for it. You need to understand. You need to ask the applicator how it is done. The applicator knows. You have to tell him to do it. If that is done, if you are there constantly watching how it is done and you are ensuring that that is done, you won the game.
Got it. Then you have very good Google reviews, probably one of the best in the entire network. And a lot of people have praised that the workmanship at your studio is really high. And since we were talking about application of PPF, I wanted to know how do you ensure that every car that comes into your studio for a PPF or a ceramic gets the best service or best application that
I
they
have managed in such a way that like PPF work will go on. The workers will not see the minute detailing, because like they work for the whole day. What I have done is like after their work, there will be a supervisor in their team.
Okay.
That supervisor has to walk around again. Then next comes detailer. Well, once he details, he has to check the car. Again, 2 of us will check the car thoroughly. That helps a lot to build this confidence, because while working, people will not get to know there is a mistake or something like that. When outside person will come and check the car, then people will get to know. That's why I have made a process that every car has to be checked by minimum of 3 people from outside, apart from the main workers. That helped a lot to give a best thing for the customer. That
Standard
helped me
operating process.
Google reviews. Now for this, the whole thing has to build. Google reviews is the key,
Okay.
and customers wholeheartedly has given. We don't force them. We give the delightful customer experience. Even talking to them generally about not only about the work, new features, all these things we will be just discussing, and we have to engage the customer. When once he is in the studio, we have to engage the customer, then delight the customer. End of the day, that worked a lot for me. Till date,
Customer
it's working.
satisfaction is paramount basically to you.
100%. That too in detailing, with competition with the local market.
Yeah.
And when your quality is good, material is good, application is good, we have to educate them when the customer enters our studio. People will not get to know. Everybody, technically also we have to be sound and we have to explain him. That matters a lot in this detailing business.
I would like to add something to this.
Yes, they are checking. Most of them, and many comes from almost like 200, 300 kilometers also regularly for my studio. Almost like Belgaum, Bagalkot, all these people are also coming here regularly. One or the other car is parked here.
You said, like Akash also asked, you get enough business from Google review. So basically, what I'm trying to ask is Google review a very important factor for customers in choosing you?
Yes, because like they'll not get to know by seeing video also. Yeah, on Instagram we can post the videos. They will see, but they'll not get confidence. When other people's reviews are good, they'll get extra confidence by. I mean, like we posting on a photo on the Google review, it's a different thing. But customer is posting a photo with the review, that matters a lot.
Correct.
That is helping me.
And the second part of
Helping
your business is referrals.
Reference,
Which
yes,
shows
yes.
that your customer experience and delight is very strong. That is why
Yes,
people are willing to give Google reviews and also going out of the way to
Yes, yes.
refer new clients.
References, yes. That helped me a lot. That is also like main feature. When we delight the customer, when he is happy, he has to refer. By seeing a video, almost like 20-25% will be turned. But with this, 100% people will be total confident enough to leave the car for 3 days. Anyhow, we need 3-4 days to do a PPF.
Correct.
That confidence and also the studio setup should be when the customer comes in, like he has to be very happy to leave his like darlings or something like that. Cars.
Got it. So cars are the darlings.
Yes.
Got it. Shiva, for you, what has worked the best to get the best business for you?
Like whenever the customer comes in, you have to sound technical, you have to know like what is what, you have to be confident while you're speaking to the customer, you're explaining the things. And also when he leaves the car, like what we generally do is like we give an update, sir, today we have done with this work, tomorrow we are planning to this, your estimation delivery will be this date. So we give these updates in a WhatsApp in a regular basis so that he'll be getting the updates. So we just tell him like now all the cars are like sensor based. So whenever we work on a window filming or a PPF, we keep the doors open. So it keeps on like sending the alerts to the customer mobiles. So we tell them just ignore the alerts. We'll be working on the car. So we'll keep it on. So that's a common routine. That's a kind of a procedure. So kindly ignore all that. And once the delivery is like planned, then we do a cake cutting to the customer. We do a like unveiling of the car. We shoot a video asking customers permission if we can post or not. So all that, and after that we immediately raise the warranty there itself with all the customer details. So we again after 1 week we follow with the customer to come for a minor corrections, like if any peel offs or anything, we'll just check. So all this like keep the customer like to build, and it will improve by building and trust on us. So what we are doing and how we are like separate from the other detailers or other detailing studios.
Good to know about how you guys are building your businesses. Each one of you has a different strength. Google review, customer experience, marketing. You're a marketing maverick, I must say. So building such good businesses. But I want to bring you back to your initial days. You have built a good business over the last few years. But there must have been certain challenges that you would have faced the initial part of your journey. So any one challenge that comes to your mind, and how did you overcome it? Let's start with you, Chirag.
Yeah. So initially, the problem that I faced was it was a new setup, and it was in the most prime location that there is in Hyderabad. How would I be able to generate enquiries? Was the question, because the Google listing was relatively new, and I did not want to bring fake reviews in the system. There were a lot of people who said fake reviews la lo, reviews dekhenge to log aayenge, but I did not want that to happen. I wanted it to be very transparent. So then it took a while for me to understand that marketing is the key. Jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai. So that I understood later, 3 to 4 months down the line. I should have started from day one, and I did not have any guidance at that point of time. So that was one challenge that I had. And the second challenge was the studio that I own is a little, I would say, not very much in the interiors, probably about 100-meter inside the main road. So the question that came in my mind, or even comes now also to a great extent, is visibility. But I understood that when a customer is going to buy a car, generally, he just doesn't believe that this car is good. You need to tell him that this car is good. And the same applies to PPF or ceramic coating as a service also. He wants to see where the work is going to happen, and for that he would definitely want to visit your studio. So irrespective of where your studio is, PPF and ceramic being your core business, you can do it even if it is 100 meters inside. And that was one, thought that used to keep coming in my mind, whether I am visible or not. Now I feel that I am pretty much visible through social media, and at the same time, over a period of time, I was able to generate Google reviews. So there are a lot of walk-ins that I'm getting.
Now you're getting walk-ins also.
Yes.
Good. So marketing is that one big lesson for you.
Absolutely.
So this was my next question, but I am assuming if you had to give one advice to somebody who is entering this business, will marketing be the biggest thing that the person needs to concentrate on?
Yes, but I would say not just plain marketing. You will have to, a lot of technical jargon sometimes doesn't bring business. Along with technical jargon, there has to be, something that the customer is able to relate to. So I do not just make videos on the products that we have. I do a little bit of funny videos also, which keeps, customers engaged. So I would say marketing is a very important tool. And at the same time, it is very important for a new entrant to directly deal with, the customer who's walking in. Because the customer wants to know from, the person who has set up this business. He wants to get to know what is going to happen on his car from the owner. So initially, you will have to not just give your 100%, I would say 200% to this business. And then later, you can, slowly hand over certain responsibilities to your staff. But at the end of the day, you need to be present.
Shiva, any initial challenge that you faced, how did you overcome? Yeah, I think.
So initially we had we had a very new studio, and boys were also very new. So they did not had any hands-on experience on the machinery and all. So they used the pressure washer for continuous, without stopping it. They used to do a car wash and all. So the pressure washer used to the motor which was burnt or what damaged. Then we need to I used to call Vizag a lot of times for the rectification or the how to recover this, how to get it done. Then we got it supplied, or we got it from Surat, or sometimes we got it repaired locally from the local vendor. And we used to face that kind of machinery issues, and sometimes boys used to run the sanding pads on the edges of the body liners, so that used to cut the paint and all. So we used to call the customer, we used to also convey that this happened, sir, we'll get it repainted and we'll give it to you. So that kind of issues we faced it in initial days. And later on we got habituated how thing has to be worked, how which machinery, what is the kind of maintenance we have to follow. So all that got us done, in we are now good to go, doing good with the setup. We know now what is what, which has to be worked in what way. So that machinery hands-on experience has to be there, has to be known initially, whether to you or to the detailers or the boys. They have to know each and everything.
There was a small learning curve on how to handle machines.
That was a learning.
How to maintain them.
Yeah.
And get the right quality done.
Yes.
The paint, you have also burned the paint.
Not me, the detailers.
Your studio, you have burned the paint.
Yeah.
Is this the same for both of you also? Have you ever burned slight bit of paint? Not yet?
No.
Initially.
A little, but it is not seen.
Not?
No,
Oh,
not much.
That is good, because I have heard this from a lot of people that that paint burn is very common when you are starting this.
No, but what happened was, in my case, the detailers that I took on board, were already experienced. I was always of the impression that you need to take experienced people, because initially only if you have experienced people, the output will turn out to be good, and if the output is good, you will keep getting customers. So I had to onboard experienced people. I had to pay a little more, but then it definitely, whatever I invested, I got the result out of it.
That's good. So hire experienced people
Hire experienced, yes.
from day one,
From day one.
so that there is some concession on the learning curve. What about you, Nayan? Any
When it comes
initial
to
challenges?
me, yeah, we have to face many challenges in this. Firstly, what happened is like there was a construction of the metro station exactly opposite to the studio, what I've put up. There is no road approach at all. People were like struggling to come to enter the studio
Oh,
for about 2 years. 1.5 to 2 years, we struggled a lot. Once I had experience one BMW 530D with all those like skirtings and all. We just did the detailing everything. While going out, there was a damage.
oh,
He drove. The customer only drove, but there was a damage on the road. We had to fix it. Everything, those challenges we faced. Even the workers, yeah. What I've done is like we have to take care of workers more than as a brother, I feel.
oh, wow.
In that way, if we take care, they'll be with us for a very longer time. We have to give them whatever we do. In that sense, we have to be so conscious about them. And firstly, when we did a PPF, we used to do ceramic coatings. The floor was very clean, all these things. While doing ceramic coating, it is easily seen.
Yeah.
When the PPF is going on, even we are like so much tensed, the floor is so dirty, water will be spilled, and we used to clean, but still it is so embarrassing to see the studio when the water is there, that's it. That was the main issue, and I used to talk to the applicator, this is what happens at the starting, all these things, questions I used to ask them. Then later we got to know, and the cleaning is the main key. Keeping the surroundings where the PPF or ceramic coating happens, that helps a lot. Even the ACs helps a lot
Right.
to dust free the situations.
A lot of challenges you have faced,
many.
right from location to how to transitioning to a different product in this short journey.
Yes.
So yes, challenges are part of this journey, and I am sure every day is a
Every day is a
Every
learning.
day.
new challenge,
Is a
new
new
learning.
new curve.
In this journey of being a car detailer, a CarzSpa, a franchise partner, you've seen some challenges, you've seen some growth, you've seen some like all of you have experienced a good success also in your own way. So in this journey of being a car detailer, of being a CarzSpa franchise, you have seen so many challenges, you've seen so much of success also, you've seen product evolve. What has been the support from the brand that you have enjoyed the most? Anything that you can
Continuous
share?
improvement with the products, with the marketing, with the support. Whenever we call, we have a team to call them off. The head office is like growing in such a way that we can easily ask them for any help. And main thing is continuous improvement is the key. That has been seen
Good,
with
I
the
would
product.
say the greatest strength of any organization is its manpower. And for CarzSpa, that way CarzSpa has been very lucky, because for us CarzSpa from day one has been the RM for us. So that way Vijay has been the most supportive pillar, I would say, for any franchisee's success in South, and for us definitely. Any problem you have with respect to whether it is PPF application or even the smallest thing of a nut being loose on a pressure washer, he is always there to help you out with it. And the most important part is he does it really fast.
Okay.
In case if he is not able to do it, he will tell you how you should be going about it. So that was for me, I would say, from CarzSpa's side, Vijay is the biggest strength of CarzSpa.
That's so good to know, because this is what we were aiming to do when we decided to go ahead with the RM. And
RM.
Vijay was the first RM
Yeah.
to be deployed on a local level. So I'm so glad that he is actually helping businesses grow on a local level. What about you, Shiva? What is the one pillar or one support that you can think, this has been really helpful?
Yeah, as Nayan said, like one is like the product change according to the market, like what is the going in the market, according to the prices and all. So that is one of the thing, like new products coming in according to the customer's requirement, which has helped us a lot. And also from day one, for any single thing or any, because we contact directly to the RM, we reach out to him for any, like we reach out for any help or any suggestions or any challenges or any kind of things. So he is the only point of contact we were able to approach him. So that has been like, he has helped the same kind of a attention we have got. So that has helped us a lot. So
That is why I think his phone is always ringing. Huh? His phone is always ringing. He says that my call started at 7 a.m., ended around 11 p.m. or 12 p.m., 12 a.m. So I think he's working hard to support all. So happy. Good one, Vijay. Good, yeah. Good to
Each
know
and
that.
every question will be asked to Aram.
Ah.
He is like, he'll be frustrated, but he answers very well, very well. Every question, he'll take that patiently and answer that. That is like very helpful. Both
Nayan
act
has
like
lot of-
girlfriend, boyfriend.
Nayan has a lot of exes? Or
No, right?
just a few?
My wife is like this.
not
बोलो या नहीं बोलो.
Doctor or engineer.
My wife is here only, no? So no exes for him. Only one current.
No, one girl.
Chalo, good to know that you guys are happy with the support. In this journey of car detailing business, have you also grown as an entrepreneur? Do you feel that you have changed? What are the few elements that you can mention that, okay, I have changed this habit, or this is my growth in the last few years?
been more responsible, like compared to before. Like I used to travel a lot, I used to go to new places and all. So now, like any, like whatever, like we used to do a lot of parties, this and that. Now it is like very streamlined. Like, so we are limited to this much because we know the responsibility, the finances and all. We have to pay this, we have to pay this. So that responsibility, when you have your on your head, so you'll behave like a proper businessman or an entrepreneur. So that has come in me. So that change is there.
Wow. So now your parents who were not very keen on having you start a business, they must also be very happy
Yes,
to
yes,
see you become more responsible.
yes, yes.
Good to know.
And also there is a confidence in us, like okay, we can do this, we'll be able to do this, because we have seen the worst days in the starting of days of business. Like we have to pay the rent, we have to pay the salaries. When there was no business, we managed that. So now we can manage everything. Like it's been like 2 years, it's been like customers are known to us, like they have been coming, they have seen your work. So it builds some confidence in us. Okay, we can do this as well, we can survive, we can overcome this. So that confidence has built in us.
Basically, most of us, we have worked with different organizations in the past, and a lot of decisions in our life were there used to be some kind of input that we used to get on a lot of decisions in our life, be it from your parents or be it from your friends. The entrepreneurship journey, I would say, is actually lonely, to be very honest, because there are a lot of things that you cannot share because people get tensed, your loved ones get tensed. So you take the ownership of the business completely, and your decision making skill also improves.
There is more trust on you now from your family, on your
Yes.
ability to take decisions.
Yes. Abhi, from the trust point of view, they are of the opinion that this person can do it. It might take some time, but he will do it. He will make it happen. Whatever he says will happen sooner or later.
There is trust on your ability to get it done.
Yes. Yes.
You also mentioned an interesting thing, that entrepreneurship can be lonely, and it is true. It is
Yes,
absolutely
100%.
true, because you cannot discuss everything with your family or friends because they won't even understand. And there has to be a certain level of camaraderie with your workers, like you mentioned. But that there is also a line there. Do you think that being part of a network with so many like-minded franchise partners helps in that regard?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I remember telling this to you a couple of days back, that there was one session that we had last week. It was meant for the new franchisee owners of CarzSpa, but as franchisee owners who are already in the system for 2 years or probably 5 years, we also learnt a lot from that session, because we got to know what challenges the other franchisees are facing, and when it comes to challenges, I would say a lot of challenges are common for a lot of them, and you will be able to relate somehow. And knowing their part of the story really helped us understand where we can be and how we can make things better for us. So it definitely helps.
I know a lot of franchisees who also say that whenever they are stuck, there's always Vijay to support all of you. And similarly, in another RM in their respective region. Do you also get some support from fellow franchisees when you are stuck somewhere or you need to discuss something? Is that
Yes.
something that you are able to do within CarzSpa network?
Yes, we are able to do, but we would want it to happen more often.
More often.
And that kind of camaraderie between all the franchisees, now that there are so many of them, if we are able to have these kind of sessions more often, and if we are able to talk to each other more often, then I don't think there will be many challenges left for us.
Then you were suggesting something?
It will help a lot to meet the other fellow franchisees regularly, once in a month or two, because like their views are different and our views are like different. We'll go in a say one single path. When we meet the other franchisees, what helps us like what they are doing, we can communicate. If they are going low or we are going low, we can just communicate and build a very good business. Like franchisee helps in that way.
Club CarzSpa
CarzSpa
the
matters a
network
lot.
is having a lot of strength.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Then I have a specific question to you. You have been the oldest franchise. You are even older than I have been part of CarzSpa. So
Yes, I know.
if you were starting today, if I say that you have to start a new card dealing business today, what would you do differently?
Implement all the applications what has been introduced by CarzSpa, which we are not able to now.
Okay.
We are focusing on the same old school concepts a little.
Okay.
Small things we are doing it, but we have to improve the new concepts. We have to implement it. That implementation will take little time, but we have to do it as early as possible.
So you want to embrace the new changes
Which is going
That
on
you
in
are-
the Club CarzSpa or CarzSpa.
that the new guys are doing maybe.
Yes.
Got it. Shiva, if I can ask you, any three pieces of advice, just on the top of my head, three pieces of advice that you can offer to a person looking to enter this business now?
First of all, you have to be passionate enough. You should have that zeal enough, like zeal. You should have that interest. You should have to start this business, because you have to give all your time. Okay, you should have that zeal to do this business. You should be passionate enough, and also you should able to sacrifice all your parties, the functions, the family functions, and all, because you will be not getting time.
Correct.
So that you should do. If you have that interest, then you can do it. Only you should be confident and capabilities more important in this business.
What about you, Chirag?
Three things that I would advise. Okay. The first advice would be, when it comes to opening a studio, I would say take your time, but do not take too long, to open a studio. You see a couple of places where you want to open up a franchisee, and then you start putting your mind onto how you would bring out the ROI from there. I would say get into it first.
Okay.
Try to have an understanding of how the business works. I'm very much sure the two outlets or the two places that you have decided where you want your franchisee to be are decent, are good enough. Get into the business, and then you will learn along the way. That is one. Don't take too much of time basically to set up your franchisee. That is point number one. Point number two, I would say invest in manpower. I see a lot of franchisees that say initially we will, depending on the work that comes in, we will appoint manpower. Have one or two people more in the system. You never know, out of some emergency, someone might leave, and you will have something, you'll have some delivery commitments that you need to make to the customer. So at that point of time, there is no point in getting tensed about it. Initially, have one person extra in the system. And I would also say that the third most important thing is, whenever there is a customer who is coming to your studio, and after you open up, talk to that customer from the point of being an expert, not from the point of selling your product. So you're new in the system, you want sales to happen, okay? So you're very desperate. Don't show that desperation, to the customer. First, understand what the customer wants, and according to the customer's understanding, give him the product.
This is something that I really like, and we've discussed this at depth. Do not be under the pressure of sales.
Correct.
Try to create a buying environment. Everybody wants to buy, loves to buy, but nobody likes to be sold to.
Correct.
So create a buying environment for your customers. Help them understand the products. Help them be an expert who is genuinely guiding them, genuinely providing value, and they will understand and trust you more than they will understand and trust other guys. So thank you so much, guys. That I think this should conclude our podcast. I'm so grateful, humbled by your attendance, by your response. My team contacted you and you guys agreed at an instant is what I really, really appreciate and thank you guys for. And I hope anybody who is seeing this podcast gets a lot of value, gets a lot of understanding about business, gets a lot of understanding about the brand, yes, but also about the car detailing industry in general, and what you can learn from this podcast from the three people who have given their time and energy to educate you. Thank you so much once again, and see you in the next podcast.